Anyway, gosh, we had so much fun last week. So, this crew of all evildoers, all evil aligned folks, everyone going about their own respective business, found themselves in the middle of attack of heroes on the city Shadowgate. And some unlikely and challenging circumstances have been sort of grouped together in bitter odds at survival, basically. They were Demalagus activated a relic that Aerie had found, and it gave everyone some minor spells and skills and abilities and stuff, but also kind of marked them all for death because the lead High Illithid there, Bardock, wanted that, still wants it, and is going to come after them. So Demalagus knew of a way out of the city. The dark here, they fled, and their rough plan was to head back to Stonehearth, a dwarven city, through which they accessed the Underdark. And Demalagus and Valken that lived in the city of Shadow. Unfortunately, they ran across some leftovers, perhaps, of the heroes' camp, and had a really intense battle. I think Rhea got a bolt through the neck and break the cave wall or collapsing, but then being healed after it was Aerie that stepped over her. Somebody stepped over Rhea. I just remember being this. But healed.
Yep. Then I healed her.
Okay.
And then I got hit again. Yeah.
Nice.
First they're sour, then they're sweet.
Awesome. Clearing the camp. I believe you guys finished the battle, cleared the camp, only to hear a whistle from down the hallway near the end of the battle. I actually have to pull it up now.
Yeah, I don't think we finished because I wasn't doing too hot.
What, the battle? We were still fighting them.
Excellent.
Still alive.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, I had somebody picking on me, and Aerie's not doing so hot.
I love it. Good. I didn't realize that makes.
I don't know if you're able to actually.
I can share the map out, or as a little tip, if you open up your character sheet, I think if you double click on your token at the top right, it'll open up the map that you were in.
What?
Pretty neat, huh?
Really? We might have a Mac. We might have a Mac issue.
Yeah, I was like, that's.
It's not working,
happening.
Dan. Yeah.
There it is.
Whoa,
there's the map.
that's why is it so big? No. Okay, good.
All right, let's
need to make it smaller.
And I guess I won't need my notes right yet because we have more battle to do. Okay. Hey, let me just resize this for view. Zoom in on the action here.
Hey, everyone, Stormfall is live.
Is it still saying that? I changed it. Oh. No, thank you. No. I thought I had updated it.
No, it's updated on.
Oh, do you just have to refresh it? Maybe?
Oh, are you talking about the?
For the notification? Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I saw that after. I'm like, ooh, we totally just not a hot start tonight at all.
I also feel that I don't know what movie it was from, but with the whole Pearl and her cloak, I would have gotten away with it too if my pocket didn't stop barking.
Nice. All right. That open. Gonna see where we were turn-wise and such. Open up the combat tracker. That's the button at the top right with the crossed swords. Ooh, we were on Spy 1, huh? Juicy. Right, you heard the whistle, so they all kind of looked over with expressions to say, are they, oh crap, it's either help or not. Is it for you or for us? But that's all we heard at that point. Now, I can't remember if the spy took their turn, so I'm actually just going to move it down to the next turn. Because I don't want to repeat it, and I can't recall.
Where's the
Oh, it's my turn.
wait, oh yeah, the combat tracker.
Yeah, yep.
Never
Yes, Axel, you are up. And just as a reminder, it's officially the first session of the month, so once again, we can use real dice tonight.
Oh,
Hey! Hold on.
Yeah.
let me get out my
I
dice.
get the bag.
Woo, check those
Somewhere
out.
in the distance, Sam is like, no!
And I just got new dice this last weekend too.
Awesome.
But they didn't roll very well at my last campaign, so my last group. We'll see if they'll do better.
My first
Just ask
D20
nicely,
roll
it'll be
with
fine.
my stat was a 1. So.
Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't save it. Save my first roll. Campaign.
Okay.
And just as a refresher, Spy 1 looks like they're hanging on to life by a thread.
Good.
Spy 2 looks really healthy. And Spy 3 also looks a little beat up, a little bruised, the one that's facing off with Airy Tiefling, but not terribly.
Yet.
Okay.
Yet. Okay.
Please ignore this, but this is just what happens when this little dog apparently.
Oh.
Aww, how cute!
This is what he likes to do.
I went to bed.
Alien! That's great. Oh, and you are a direwolf, if I recall, as well.
Yes,
Faisal.
yes, I'm still.
Speaking of puppies, yeah.
Bite its head off.
Yeah, so you screamed at it, right?
Yes.
For inspiration.
Oh, yes, that was right. That was correct. Okay, so I am looking at Spy 2. That's what it was. So I'm going to target. Just right click, right? No?
Control click.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And I am going to, let's see. Gotta read. I guess, all I can do is bite. Jeez. All right. We're gonna use this one. 18 plus 5?
Yeah, it has
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
Beautiful.
Okay. 2d6. 7. 10 piercing damage. And well, he's not a creature, so we're fine.
Doesn't he have like the prone thing too? Do the direwolves have the?
Yeah, if he's a creature.
He's a creature. Creature like covers everything.
Oh, then yeah, succeed. You have to succeed on a DC 13. It's just strength saving. Sorry. I just read.
Strength save.
Yes.
All right, Spy 3. Let's see what you got. A 12.
He fails, so he's knocked prone.
So this spy's been dodging your bite attacks, I think, so far. So they're getting sort of cocky. They're spinning their little blades around like, come at me, bro. And you just like, in a really quick snap of your jaws, come right down on the shoulder and drops one of those little daggers there and cries in pain as you just toss it back and forth for a minute against the cave wall like a rag doll. And then like kind of spit him out on the ground with some direwolf slobber and blood mixed in on his across his chest. He looks really hurt now.
Good.
Awesome.
And I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. So that's my turn.
Nice. Lean down, give a menacing growl to him.
Randy just got home.
Oh, nice. If you guys can let him know, he's welcome to hop right on. and we'll add them right in. Okay, so since Dina's not here, I'm gonna roll for her. So let's see.
Hello, wizard.
Randy, yay! I'll get things changed
Oh, it's
around.
him.
I know.
The riding
shit.
back. Yeah. The Malagus. We got it. We got it right this week.
Yes.
All right, let's see. What's Dina gonna do here? What does she have left for stuff? She hasn't used any. I thought she used No, those are cantrips. Oh, this would be her hardcore. I'll read the spell super quick. Now that would. Okay, so she's probably going to. Where even is she? Where are you?
She's up at the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing how you completely destroyed this doofus, she's just gonna take one step over, and I think she would do. This is a melee spell attack, so she would actually have advantage because he's prone. So with advantage, she's gonna try. She's just gonna reach down and put her hand on this guy's right on the wound, and try and cast.
Nice.
Oh, stop it, you foolish mouse. Ooh, that hits. All
Nice.
right. Juicy damage potentially. I'm so sorry you rolled a 1. I'm so sorry, Dina. Still, as she rests her hand on there, she starts to cast the shocking grasp, and some electricity starts to arc across his skin, and he just reels in pain from it because it's on the wound, and gets sort of out of the way, only taking a little minute amount of the damage. So sorry, Dina. Rhea, you are safely tucked around the corner in the south.
I am. I'm feeling a little better too, so I'll take it. All right, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I can move there, right? Move me. Okay. And then I'm going to make an attack with my dagger to start. So let me. You said command click, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, son of a.
It's control
Nope.
click for Mac.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I do not want spy 1. Damn it. All right. Okay. And I am going to dagger him. And he is, we have him flanked, right? So I have advantage.
Correct. Yep.
Is that how that works? Okay.
It is, yeah. Attracted with
All right.
Harry.
Ooh, okay. So an 18 plus 4, so 22.
Absolutely
Yeah.
hits. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And that is. Oh, only 4. Only 4 damage.
And this is number 3 here, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh no, wait. Number 3 is add that to the wrong one. I did. Oops. They were actually. They would be this. The other one would actually. All 3 of them. She doesn't even hear you sneak up behind her. You just, what did you attack her with? Your,
My dagger.
Nice.
My dagger.
You just quietly start to jab right behind her into the, she pulls forward, taking, well, some piercing damage for sure through the armor there.
Harry's thinking, I'm glad I saved that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if she's not, all the way down yet, then I will make my offhand attack with my other dagger then.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Yep, she's looking hurtish.
Hurt-ish.
Mhm.
Hurt adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's only a 19.
Well, that hits, absolutely.
Okay.
Mhm.
Come on, big money. On my D4. Oh shit. Okay. Hold please. Okay, that's another 4. I'm rolling terribly.
Still. Take it. Another 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, looking a little worse now. Quite a bit of blood drenching her leather and cloth armor there. She's holding her side from one of the earlier wounds. And not looking too good.
Okay, and that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. Oops. Okay. When you're all set, go ahead and hit the next player if you will.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it. Like I say, it takes like 3 months to get the hang of it. I swear. It's sometimes and that brings us to Demalius. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, folks.
Oh, are you using real dice?
Yes. Yep.
where-
It's. I'm
Are we
sorry.
gonna do real dice again?
Because it's technically the first session of the month. So
Woo!
thank you, Tasha.
Well, hopefully I'll need
Always.
some. All right, so got these bunch of bad guys, and I was going to do some violence to my good friend here, Spy One.
Who's
Hopefully
looking
I'll
on
do the
death's
right
door?
thing. Good for him.
They've got that breathing that's all gargling blood. It's just that rattle sound.
Nice. Well, I am going to attempt to hit him with Firebolt.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
All right.
Are you kidding me, Discord?
Yeah.
Oh,
We lose somebody.
Sorry, that was me.
Your
Fine.
camera's off.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. So, all the wrong
technical
things.
issue Tuesday.
Otherwise, we're gonna just
Yeah.
All right, so I rolled a 10. I believe I'm +5 for that. So that'd be
Hits.
15.
Mhm.
Excellent. All right, and that does a D10 of fire damage. There we are.
Roast him.
Well, I tried. I got a 2.
You let me just see where you are here. Okay, so you're still sort of safely almost out of sight. Like no one's really caught your presence over there. And you come around the corner and take aim and just unleash this firebolt that flings out of your hand and just strikes him right in the back of the head. And for a minute it looks like it kind of fizzes out, but then you see the hair burst into flames and his robes and his clothes. He's trying to put it out, and he just burns to a crisp there.
Whoa.
He's dead.
Wow, he was really close.
Mhm.
Nice. Woo.
uh,
First kill.
nice.
Okay,
Awesome.
now let's see. I don't think I really need to move or anything. I think that's all I'm gonna end up doing. Let me see. And how do we do the thing where I gotta do my turn?
Oh,
Somewhere.
next turn or so to the bottom left of the combat tracker. Combat tracker is up at the top right with the 2 swords crossed.
Thank you.
Mhm.
There you go.
Ooh, Aerie, you're up.
Okay. Well, not feeling so hot by getting her ass kicked by this thing, she's gonna take a page out of the rogue's book and pull out one of her daggers
Ooh,
and slash him.
Mm.
nice.
With the flanking, we get advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork.
Even with advantage, it's 11 plus 2, 13.
I think that gets there. Let's see. That hits.
Yay.
Mhm.
Yay.
It's just 1d4, I think.
Sounds right. Thankfully.
3.
Oh, okay. All right. She is. As she's turning around to see you just stabbed her in the back, you quickly take that opportunity to unsheath your dagger and thrust it into her front. front of her torso, and you get her just like right in the guts, because your height, you just right near her navel, and you pull to the side, try and slash it out a little bit. You draw it back out, looking around, extra nervous now.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Ooh, Valken, who's finished screaming. That's a terrible.
Okay, so 2 of them are still alive.
Yes, and they both are looking pretty rough. Spy 3, the tiefling down south, looks a lot worse for wear than the other one that's prone.
How do you track your distance? Isn't it control click or something?
I have no idea. That's a good question.
Oh yeah, control click. Yeah. I want to go for the spy at the bottom. Just to.
Okay.
How? Let me see.
15, 30. You're 30 feet away from them, and you have like 20.
It said 35. Thing. I'm just seeing what. Okay, so the dagger and the dart do the same exact thing.
You probably just have more disposable.
Yes, I have 20 darts.
At the value
Well,
pack.
technically 19 because I still need to get the one back. Dead. What's the distance for it? Like 20?
It should say like if you click on the dragon next to it.
20.
The first number is what the safe thrown distance is, where you don't have any.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'll just move 20. Okay. So.
Are you walking over or like?
I'm just gonna walk
flying.
within distance. I'm just walking over.
Okay.
Okay. D20. I think it's
D20, and you'll add your basically you'll add +4 to it.
That'd be 19.
Well, that hits.
And then 1D. That's 2 and 2, so that's 4 damage.
Okay, and this is to Spy 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. You see the really strategic rogue steps behind you, sort of kind of quietly go behind and stab, and then Aerie took advantage of that. And you're like, this is great, and you start walking up and you take out a dart and just chuck it, and it just pierces right in the side of her neck, just below the back of her jawbone here, that bundle of nerves. Oh! You see her slowly losing consciousness before she's just dead.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Leaving Aerie and Rhea just sort of looking at one another.
What do we do?
Okay, and if you're done, if you have anything else, let me know. Otherwise, just hit the.
Yeah, I think that.
That brings us to Spy 2.
Who's probably going to pee his pants as
Yeah, no kidding. That was a free action last turn. Yeah, when he was tossed around like a rag doll.
You're welcome.
Willie uses half of his speed to stand up and from prone. He has no wave to do a roll for him because I imagine he's probably pretty stupid. I guess he's still gonna go. He turns to. I say because the combat's fluid. Right after Dina tries to shock him, he kind of rolls up back out of the way and stands up and goes to quickly try and attack her. Uses his short sword. Hits. Okay. Just runs it out, does like a blind stab out of fright, dealing a little bit of damage, and then sort of gathers himself for just like a hack downward. Oh, come on. Slashes down and just kind of gets her cheek and cuts loose her necklace and across, just down her sternum. As she kind of bounces back to step out of the way. That ends his turn. A low growl from his right hand side is her.
All right. Well, and I didn't realize this, but I have pack tactics with my direwolf.
Nice.
So I get advantage on my attack roll. So
awesome.
I'm gonna bite him again. Oh.
Do it.
18 plus 5 again. So
Woo, yeah.
that hits. All right, and then I get 10 damage again, 10 piercing damage, and then he needs make another strength.
You sink in and you just take a bite out of his thigh. You just remove, a bunch of his thigh. And you've got like in the front of your fur around muzzle is the blood and some pieces of cloth and bits in your mouth from this guy's leg. And he's like pushing himself back, scurrying up against the wall. And he's going to see if he trips and falls while he does that here. He got a 15.
So he saves.
So he stumbles back, but sort of catches himself on some protruding rock, but it's just like, ooh!
All right, I'm just gonna stare him down. Teeth are glistening in the moonlight or whatever time of day it is, and that's my turn.
Awesome. All right, Dina. Okay, so Dina's a little hurt, and she's probably pretty pissed with this. Okay. Okay, well, she's going to do, because she's in melee range, she's going to do her shocking grab. She goes to reach for him, and she can't quite get a grip. All the blood on his clothing now just kind of slick and slides off. Helpful. So that ends her turn and brings us back to Ray.
Okay, well, they've got that guy handled. He's pretty surrounded. I can't even get over there anyway. Okay, I think I will. There's a dead body in front of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna start rummaging through her stuff.
Okay.
Looking for anything good or anything that indicates who she might be with.
Hey, you took my kill.
Well, you're not right here, man.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Go ahead and roll.
You know the rules.
Yeah.
There are no rules.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Roll an investigation check as you sort of check pockets and pouches and such.
Okay. Ooh, not great. Not great. Hold, please. Where's my shirt? Investigation, you say?
Please.
Oh, that's not bad. 16.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You find a little bit of coin on her. You find 8 gold pieces and 11 silver pieces.
Okay.
You also find an insignia on the inside of her. She has her leather rogue's armor on and some cloth around that and these really large collars in the front. And as you're investigating, you flip one back and you see behind it a small circular pin that looks like fine silver, and it's been stamped with the image of what looks to be maybe a harp.
Okay.
Hands up.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that, and then I'm just gonna move back down into the hallway and prepare to try and figure out where that whistle came from. So back to my little spot. And then that is my turn.
Right. Since that's the end of the round, you start to hear from the direction from which you came. Be you're essentially north heading south. You hear some shuffled footsteps, uneven. Some luminous stones back around, but no person yet. But seems to be a humanoid of some. Analogous?
Oh, excellent. All right. Let's see. Well, we do still have an enemy up. I'd rather we were all able to investigate. So, I'm going to hop over there, do this, target that guy, 20, and cast Firebolt again. Okay. My cat's going to jump up.
Nice.
Fine. So let's see. That would be roll a 9, so plus 5, that's 14 to hit.
Hits. Yep.
All right. D10 for damage. Clem, do you want to bless my die? Thank you. What do we get,
Right,
Clem?
meow.
Oh, you didn't help much, Clem. I got a 3.
Malleus, once again, he has very high standards for himself. You hear him sort of muttering like, okay, lines up a spell, and again unleashes this mighty firebolt that sears through the air and fizzles a little bit as it reaches this person, but it's just enough to smack him clean in the face and just crack his head against the stone behind him. Giant scorch marks race across his face, across the stone behind him as whatever he cracked on the back just starts to bleed out, and he just slumps down and dies.
Yes.
He had 2 hit points left.
Oh,
Both times
nice.
you've had 1 excess.
Awesome.
Right,
Awesome.
you guys are out currently anyway, out of combat. You still hear the footfall.
Where's it coming from?
The northern
Over there.
passage.
Which?
Okay.
What's north?
Of just the top.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
Duck
going-
into. Can I duck into here?
So my internet went down. I apologize.
Oh,
So-
you're fine. You're fine.
I quick search through the spy body that's right next to me.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check, Balcony. And let me see where everyone else. Harry, okay, you duck around the corner.
Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna
sideways,
try and
Axel.
hide in my corner. Oh!
As just look back. It's fat man. Like you gotta. Awesome.
Skills.
Mhm.
I got a 9. 9.
Nice. Yeah, you find a little bit of coin on this person. 1 gold, 6 copper. Not much. You don't really find anything else of use. Clearly, they were a rogue, given their attire and their weapons. Symbols, anything that out to you aside from the.
Wait, did the other spy die?
All 3 are dead now. Yep.
All 3 did? Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Man.
And you're technically out of combat. Versus, why you wanna do this to me?
Wait,
I am sideways?
how did you manage to get? Oh.
I'm on
There we
my
go.
iPad.
Oh, that.
I was like,
Unless you have some auto rotate thing
Like that was
No,
pretty cool.
no.
for your iPad.
Oh. Oh, maybe. No, we're still not back up. Okay.
Okay. Mhm. So, if you're all waiting, then you just, as you stand in your
Hiding, waiting and hiding.
neat.
yeah, I'm hiding.
Oh,
guess-
I wasn't gonna hide.
Everyone
I'm
that's
I'm
oh, good.
I'm gonna move back.
So all I can remember was that I was at the top. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to hide, but I'm still in my wolf form.
Giant spiral form. Nice. There is
Yeah.
a stone that sort of blocks that entryway, so you could go around that and try and hide there. I'd say everyone that wants to hide, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay.
It's
I don't
dim
know
light
what my
here.
stats are.
Oh, you know what? I can help.
You can help. Okay.
I rolled probably really horribly.
Not as bad as the rogue.
All right, what is your stealth?
Uh,
You'll get a +3, Thaxel.
Oh, perfect. I rolled a 16. So 19?
Right. And Ari, what did you get? You're hiding?
Yeah, that would be a 6.
Ooh, oh no. Demaligus, you're not
Twins.
hiding.
Twins.
I'm not hiding, no.
Okay. Valken?
In fact, I gotta see what was going on.
7.
Nice. And Rhea?
Twinsies. I also got a 6.
Oh, brutal. Okay. So the dire wolf is like, and gets and hunches down and completely unseen. Everyone else,
Somehow.
not so much. Yeah.
Somehow.
I do. Oops, where's my die? I do need to roll for them though, just in case. I mean, you never know. As the shadow shrinks and the form turns the corner, for those of you that are keeping an eye out, and Demalus that's standing there, you see round the corner a rather feeble old man, human, bald, scruffy, not dirty, but just unevenly trimmed and cut at a bunch of different lengths. Frazzled old man. Has a walking stick and he's got a limp left leg, dragging it a little bit as he walks around the corner. He looks like he's taken some damage. He's coming from the city where you came from, so he's probably caught up in that. First to see. That's what it looks like. And he doesn't see anybody because he rolled so poorly after all.
And he's a human. It's dark, so.
It's dark. Yeah, so he's sort of walking through until. So if anyone wants to do anything before he rounds that boulder and sees Demaligus, you're welcome to. Otherwise, he'll just continue.
I would like to load this map real quick because my internet came back up.
Yes.
Oh, and Dan, your camera is off for us.
I would like to fit a short rest within the 30 seconds. Turning.
He is walking slow, but not that slow yet.
A really. You recover half a spell slot.
Nice.
Okay, I'm back up.
Okay.
So I'm hiding. Yeah.
Okay. You're sort of just below that giant stone that splits the path at the top.
Okay, so where I am on the map is relevant to.
Let's see. Axel, yeah, if you were, I envision you kind of walked over here, so you'd be behind this.
Okay, yes.
And you see, let me put the guy on here. A battered dude sort of coming down, walking around. I'm going to say Dina. Probably on the other side of you, Axel, because you're a big dire wolf. Falcon, you're like in the shadows. Everyone sort of has their spots. He's walking down.
I would step out to where I could see him and he could see me.
Okay. Oh my word. All right. I'm going to give, if it does this again, I'm just going to restart my browser. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and move your token out if you like.
Yes.
And,
oops. Okay. Can't grab the whole map. Let's move me here.
You see him kind of look up as he, actually, let's see, because he's not really paying attention. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Okay. He just keeps walking until he walks into you because he rolled a 1. Oh, what? What's... And he pulls his staff up and his hands are sort of quivering. You get away! And he's trying to hit you, but it's just like, bink, bink, like, you won't take me alive! And he's just...
I'm not with the attackers. I'm not with the attackers.
What the hell are you doing here, man?
We're fleeing the city.
Well, that makes sense. Okay.
Yes, it's on fire and they're killing everyone. So
Yeah,
we're
I
leaving.
barely got out myself. Go.
They're maniacs.
What'd you say?
I said they're maniacs.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, it was a nightmare. Oh, if I hadn't been in the catacombs already, Best be careful though. They're chasing people down. They've blocked off the catacombs. Oh. Have you seen a small pixie? And you hear him do another little whistle. And looks around. She's a bit of a prankster, but it looks like... Actually, he doesn't notice anything because he rolled so crappy so far. He doesn't notice all the dead bodies yet or anything.
No, I haven't seen any pixies, although I haven't been looking for one.
If you'll excuse me a minute, I just want to look around. She went just ahead only a few minutes ago.
Of course.
Thank you.
I pipe up from the side. Who are you?
Oh! He just starts swinging wildly in your direction. Get away! You won't take me!
It's okay, I'm with him.
Oh! All he can see are like the iridescent eyes of the owl. Oh, okay. A little more reticent about accepting it this time. But have you seen Pixie?
No, but who exactly are you?
So at this point, I
Mhm.
want to slowly like creep up to where I'm behind the old man.
I've got to give this dude a,
Don't kill the old
constitution
Oh my
check.
gosh.
Hey, I'm evil.
Yeah. His for Demalagus in front, you just see, the form slowly of this direwolf's head. Are you still in direwolf form?
Yes, yes.
Oh, nice. You
Oh,
come out of
God.
the darkness, and you see the old man's like different length beard just kind of blow forward as the direwolf kind of exhales.
Okay.
He doesn't even say anything this time. He actually rolled a 2.
Oh no! Poor man.
Oh, he fainted.
He's just grasping his chest, like trying to breathe.
And in that moment, the old man just dies of heart.
I just kind of have this low growl, but not like low.
He stumbles back and bumps into you, Demalagus. It kind of faints back on you.
I'll catch him.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is so sweet.
He has, you notice, sort of this really earthy smell to him as you kind of catch him. It's not too nasty, just really like herbs and stuff.
Let's see. Can I go up and sniff him?
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to like look for whatever.
Okay, yeah. Make.
Yeah.
Well, I guess make a perception check with advantage because it would be relying on your. I think you have that keen sense, keen smell and hearing.
I do. I have. Yeah, I do. What is my perception? Oh, +3. Okay, so that's a 20, not natural.
Okay. You kind of and sort of blow his clothes out a little bit as the giant muzzle of the direwolf is smelling. And you kind of blow back his. He's got this long kind of cloak and flowing, not quite robes, but his clothes are very loose and they hang low. And his coat blows open from your breath. You see a bunch of different pouches, and you have these keen, with your keen sense of smell, there's a lot of different herbs in there. Seems to collect different types of herbs. And you roll a history check, Thaxel, if you would, to see if you...
Okay.
It's a low DC, because there's a number of these around.
History is intelligence or wisdom?
Oh,
Or what is that? I don't have.
History is intelligence. So it'd be just 0, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I rolled a 5. So if I'm reading this right, I have a -4.
You should have just a 0 in that, I think. It should
Just
be
0?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not used to these over here, so
Nice.
I'm just gonna say 0.
I
Or
feel
1.
like you get to keep your stats in wild shape. I think.
Okay.
I think.
think so.
But we'll look
Sure?
into it.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a
Druid's gonna
5.
druid. Yeah, you get to keep all your stats.
So it's a 5.
Wow. Well, let me hold on.
Mhm.
History. Oh yeah, 5.
That's a DC. You're like, okay, this thinking in your dire wolf mind. Anyway, like this is probably an alchemist of some sort. There's shops around. It's not that rare, but not.
Okay. I'm gonna try to talk and I forget that. No one can understand me.
I'd probably come out of here,
Mm-hmm.
kind of looking for the rogue.
Okay.
Oh. Well, it won't be hard to find me.
We both like we're doing that like Scooby Doo thing, like back to back.
Yes.
Trying to be
Yes. Oh, man.
Awesome.
What
Oh, it
what's the
came
whole
from up
what are
there.
we doing? Can we keep moving? I don't really like staying where we are.
I don't know. I think they're talking to some.
I'm just like pawing at the little pouches to see if someone's gonna do anything.
Wow.
Nice. Get this.
Because I can't open it right now.
Old man starts to come back to consciousness with the breathing on his and the pawing. It's oh, go.
It's all right. It's all right. There's several of us.
Are there any more?
Yes.
Can you all please come
Hopefully they'll
out?
stop sneaking up on us.
Have any of you seen a sprite?
Oh,
No.
No. If you're fleeing the city, I suggest heading to Stonehearth. We're on our way now.
Oh, you. Well, I'm too on my way to Stonehearth, but I must collect something first. Some Deeproot. I have. And he sort of pats his as Axel continues to paw at his his pockets. Well, and kind of tries to close his robes a bit. Oh, the bod. Like his modesty's been just. Would you be willing to allow me to travel with you? And I do have to make a slight detour for some Deeproot, but I could even harvest some for you and pay you for your time if you're interested. Maybe 15 to 30 minutes at the most out of the way. If not, I'd still appreciate travel companions for the journey.
Money.
can I insight check him?
Mm-hmm.
I scream, "What's the holdup?"
Yeah.
Cane up.
I shout back. This old guy wants to pay us money to help him harvest some Deeproot. And
22 insight.
I assume you've taken all the gold and valuables from the corpses, yes?
did we search the last one?
Not yet. Just
Mm-mm.
making sure we're safe first.
Let's see, where to even start? Okay, so he's sort of looking. He just now recognizes that there's good rule. You see him sort of second guessing, like, am I doing the right thing here? You got a 22, Thaxel?
Yes. I'm not rolling any other d20s for the rest of the night.
Nice. Let's see, a 22. All right, I'm gonna send you a direct message
What?
on. I have to do it on the
Hello.
phone so it doesn't show
Ari,
up on
let's look around, find what we can while
I
they're
was just
screwing
about
around
to
over
say,
there.
yeah. The rogue and I go examine bodies in the campsite.
the.
Before Dina can get to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Poor Dina.
Sorry, Dina.
We call dibs.
Yep.
Poor thing.
Okay.
It's me. I see it.
It's an illithid.
I've soiled my armor.
I think that's the best way to describe it. Okay. Unless, I mean, as long as you get the reference. If you don't, sorry. Okay, my bad. He was like, "That's perfect." Wait, that's ancient. So.
Rogue and I grab a body and then the campsite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We're scouring together.
All right. Oh, so
I'm gonna just watch the band because I don't want to change yet.
okay.
Because I get this form for an hour, or is it longer than an hour?
That's a good question. I feel like it's.
I thought it was half your level. Well, that's what it is for Circle of the Land, so I don't know. For Circle.
Yeah, Circle of the Moon. I'm not.
You get the a number of bolstered things to your wild shape and stuff. But let me just open up the player's hand.
Bell. That's my. Dang it.
Good. Circle of the.
Your moon.
Yes, but I didn't see.
You can use bonus section. Good point thing. Nothing. So it's really just this. So you can use your action magic. You can use it twice before a short or long rest. Same B shape for a number of hours. Yeah, equal to half your druid level, rounding down.
Okay,
That's
so
the
just 1
same.
hour then.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Right. So I sent that to you, Thaxel. Rhea and Ari, as you're investigating the campsite, you can either each roll independently, like an investigation check, or one of you can assist the other and they get advantage. Guys.
I don't mind doing it the advantage. How good your
Yeah, no, I mean I can assist you. I'm fine.
for investigation?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got a +4.
Okay.
So
I'll
I'll
just
just
do 3.
roll with advantage.
Okay.
That would be a 14 + 4, so an 18.
Nice.
The other one was a 1, so it's good for that advantage.
As you look
That's
around,
teamwork.
what's gonna work? Sorry. Anyway, as you search the campsite here, find a couple of things. You find at least 3 empty vials, glass vials. They look like they have a few drops of that red liquid you're familiar with, a healing potion. Has the same sweet scent. Already been used. You find some clothing that definitely didn't belong to these 3. Some of it matches some symbols on it that match some of the symbols you saw on the clerics that were flying above the city on the carpet. And you also find, sadly dead and buried up to her head, dirt of.
Oh.
And we didn't hear that conversation though, right?
I don't think so. No.
So I'd probably scream over, "There's a dead pixie over here!"
Oh God.
No.
Ears perk up.
She still walks as fast.
I pull my hood more over my face.
I follow the man.
How's Ari supposed to know?
Awesome. He sees her and he drops his walking stick and gets down on his knees, and he's just these old, broken down fingers just starts clawing at the dirt, the hard earth and dirt, trying to dig her out. Tila. He gets his walking stick out and he's got like half of it dug out. And he keeps working at it.
Can I help with prestidigitation? Isn't that one of the things it can do? I think it can dig a small hole, something like that.
I don't know. Let's take a peek.
I know it can do like tiny little things like that.
Yeah, I think it does. I know it has some sensory things and some soiling and cleaning things, which are my favorite.
Soil.
Yeah. Right.
It's hard.
Unfortunately,
It's like,
Fortunately, that is bigger than a one.
still warm flavoring, make a small color, create non. It doesn't have that, fortunately.
I just wanted to help.
Still digging. He's got, a little blood from the his fingertips as he gets about 2/3. And he's just, through tears or soaking his beard. Tila, Tila. He, picks her up and like a precious cup of coffee. Tila.
It,
Who's he?
it's I.
We didn't get his name.
My precious.
Crying guy.
What is it?
I'm sorry for your loss. That's terrible. They attacked us on sight. Know that they died in great pain. Especially that one.
Stands up and walks over towards the tiefling nearby. He lays her down gently on her back. Walks over and just starts beating this dead tiefling with his stick.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Go! He starts, he's got his profanities and such. Until he doesn't last long because he's ancient and runs out of energy. And just kind of collapses down. And takes, a few minutes to try and compose him. Back over. I wish to be done with this place. Have you considered my offer?
Oh, I'm sorry. What offer?
Yeah, what?
I
It was the thing I shouted about.
Oh, yeah.
I have coin to spend. Was an alchemist, and I have one job to finish on my way to Stonehearth.
Was? Isn't that kind of something you just are?
Successful alchemist. Most of my shop is destroyed now, and I have no plans to return.
Asshats.
All right. How long is this side adventure going to take you?
No less than 15 minutes, no more than 30. It's the Deeproot tree.
I've been considering this. The ones who did all this and the others who may be coming this way, probably smart enough to know that Stonehearth is there, may know we'll go directly to it. A little side journey may throw them off. So it may be a good idea to find these Deeproots.
True, but the longer we go away from, potentially being able to be hidden from major asshat is also.
It is a risk.
I don't know what he wants with this stupid thing. I also don't know what you want. Nothing? Alright, fine.
It's a long story.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
Burn.
But that's okay. It's going to be a long walk, so we can walk and talk.
The old man's just.
She forgets other people are real. Other people.
You do have sort of area this no definitive, nothing being spoken in your mind, but just this busy like chatter almost. And I think we'll take our bio break there. I know we started a little late, but it's about just after bio.
Mm.
All right. So we'll take 8-10 minutes for bio break, and then we will return with more goodies and find out what's going on with Old Man and Stonehearth and all that stuff. So
No less than 8 and no more than 10 minutes.
That's what he's really going to do. A great bathroom spot.
Are we off? Are we not shaming anymore?
You almost made water fly out of my nose. Thanks, Dan.
Nice.
Yeah, Ari didn't mean to be rude. Ari's just like straight up like, oh no, I don't understand. She's just talking to the voice in her head.
I also made a fantastic sign.
Yes!
Yay!
Awesome.
Yeah, I should have had sneak attack on both of those. And
Or wait, is it better from? No, we can't tell.
That's what I thought too.
Okay.
No, it's
Yeah.
you can read it.
Oh, you
Whatever.
can?
it's
Yeah.
yeah. It's perfect.
Coo, coo.
It's perfect. I'm so excited. Coo, coo.
Awesome.
Sneak attack.
I
Sweet.
thought I heard a cat earlier on your mic.
Hmm.
Probably.
Do we all have pets? Because I feel like one stream
Got a
it
couple
should just be
kitties.
like we should just have them all on our cam.
I
It's
have
just the pets playing and our voices.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
have a bird, and if we had started it on the 4th, you would have probably heard the bird during the stream because we were getting our kitchen floor done, so we had to move the
Nice.
bird
Nice.
into
Okay.
the living room.
Puppies and cats.
Wait. Anna, is that a dachshund?
What's skimmers?
Because I have a dachshund.
I have a dachshund.
And that's why I chose you all. No, just kidding.
They all have dachshunds.
The dachshund
River.
connection.
River.
Only
Awesome.
brunettes with glasses and
Yeah,
dachshunds.
right?
Dachshunds, yeah. Very specific. Cubby is sleeping. She's so old.
Aww.
But I'll make sure she stays up next time.
Neat.
Oh, come here.
Puppies are so cute and
Oh
kitty
my
cats.
god.
Oh!
She's a mix, though. But I mean,
Aw.
but she's still.
Oh, yeah,
very
so is
young.
Cubby. Yeah.
She has like a face of like a detective in a noir film. Like she just needs a
Yes.
fedora. That is so cool.
Okay, now I'm gonna go see if Cubby's really sleeping or not.
Okay. It's puppy
Well, I
share
have another
time.
one too. Sammy,
Oh,
come up.
neat.
Nope, we're just gonna. And I also have a bearded dragon. So, but
Oh, that's right.
she's
He's
asleep.
sleeping.
Yeah, she's sleeping. Like right at 9 o'clock, my time is when her lights go out. So
Oh, nice.
she's yeah, chilling on her log, just snoozing.
Tony
I watched-
Daddy's microphone.
I watched one streamer. She has 2 cats. One of them, I don't know if it's a pure Bengal, but it is at least part Bengal.
See,
And a bearded dragon.
Oh, wow.
oh, see, I love bearded dragons. Oh, come here,
I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna leave the stream up so we can chat, and so
come on.
turn your cams up if you want to. It's really up to you.
Here's my other one.
Oh, so cute! I love the coloring there. The white of the face is really neat. A cute kitty cat. Ah, okay, I gotta go. I'm just gonna look at pets all night. I gotta. I'll be right back.
Well, that's like if you add like 10 pounds or like 5 pounds to that one.
Yes, I know. They almost have the same coloring. Almost.
That's just what I was thinking. This one has the exact same in like the T.
Yes. Is your
I
puppy
always
up?
like that they have the little colored eyebrows.
Show your belly. They're matching.
And it has a T for Tasha, so I thought that was kind of funny. We were meant to be. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
This is Gimli because
Rip
you're
Dan.
Gimli.
Gimli.
Oh, I got Sammy and River.
River, the best
Yes,
ever.
from Doctor Who.
Both.
And that's
River
right.
Tam, River
I mean
Song.
both. But yeah.
Can't wait for it to start.
I know. Cannot wait.
Hmm?
Doctor
Oh,
Who.
the
The new season.
I haven't I need to go back and watch Capaldi and the end of Matt Smith. I just kind of got really tired of Moffat
Puppy.
being Stephen Moffat.
Yeah. A lot of people
Uh,
did.
So, and they just had so many characters in the show. they had like the whole Drax and then the wizard lady and her girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I
So-
liked their little duo, but
Yeah, it seemed like they would be better as like some sort of spin-off, like some part of like many spin-off episodes that featured like the Doctor.
yeah.
And, like, and then and then I watched like a few parts of Capaldi and like the end his
See, I liked Capaldi, but I was tired of Moffat. The ways.
Stephen Moffat, who takes 20 years to make new episodes.
Agreed. Like, oh my god. Yeah.
Like Sherlock.
Yes, I know. I know. Well, I think I'm going to get more wine. I'll be back. Oh. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye.
So cute.
Oh.
Did you just flip like a mic to your shirt?
Yes. This is a lavalier mic, which is meant to be clipped like to the cord here, which it used to be, but the clip broke. So I took black electrical tape and taped it to a clothespin. I'm fancy, you guys. So
fancy.
Life hack.
Oh,
That's
so
right.
you missed it. I have a garage clip light above my thing, or else it's like super dark in here because I'm all windows. So
Nice.
we're the fancy chat.
That's
Fancy
right.
stream.
That's right.
Yeah, all we have is are like incandescent lights. So all the rooms are like always super dark. And then if I have like 2 lights on, my mom's like, "Oh, you're like lighting up the whole house." I'm like, it's dark, no matter what.
Earbuds. You guys have a nice day today, Kevin and Randy?
It's okay.
It was a day
to,
off, so yeah.
Tried to finish a game. Failed horribly at it.
Oh no.
Spent like a good hour or something trying to make a reference sheet that I didn't end up using anyway because it's one of those types of games where if you make a reference sheet, it's gonna have like 10 rows of things on it anyway. So you're like, whatever. It exists at least.
Oh my neck. Get out.
And how was your day?
Oh, let's see. How was it? Went pretty well. Got some work done. administrative work. My bestie's having a baby, so that's really exciting. She just found out today. Like, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I think that's it. And I've got the game tonight. This always makes my so.
Yay.
Cats.
It's my phone background. It's the inspirational art for my character.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Why don't you tell her, if you're up for it anyway, Randy, how about the color that you had named after? Oh, son of a. You know what I think would be better? If everything shut off. Just kidding. It would not be better.
Oh, damn it.
And that's how we went and defeated the elephant
What? You won
Yay!
already? Yeah.
and destroyed the elder
Ah,
breed.
we finally hit level 20. Man, this was so good, you guys.
Nice.
I now have like 20 half Aarakocra children on the way.
Awesome.
And they're mine.
That's awesome. Oh, sweet.
So I think my internet kicked me out again. So
Rip internet.
I can see you.
well,
You're
I'm
back.
on my iPad.
Oh, Dan, you were asking me something, but it cut out.
Oh, right. I was just saying, if you're interested, it's kind of a cool thing that you have about. I don't know. Maybe can I spit the question out?
Go for it.
Okay. Having the color named after your character.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, yeah, that is kind of a cute little story. So, I used to play an online MMORPG called Asheron's Call, which came out about the same time as EverQuest, the original EverQuest. If you guys even, it was ages
Yeah.
ago, right? It was like 1999, 2000.
Cute.
Ew.
So, friends of mine played it and they were like, you gotta play this game, it's awesome. So I played it for 5-6 years, and during that time they would have like some fan art contests and things, and I won a couple of them, and they would give you kind of neat rewards. One of them I won was a permanent title on the IGN messaging boards, which is Prince of Purple, because that was the nickname for my character.
Nice.
And purple's the best color, so there you go. Also Prince. Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyway, I won a couple other little things as well, but another thing I got was they named a shade of purple after me, and in the actual Asheron's Call game files, there's a color named after my character, which is Dietrich. There's Dietrich Purple.
Oh,
and so
very cool.
you can get, like, my character had a full suit of Dietrich Purple armor. So it was pretty cool. So they named a shade of purple after me. So I was like, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That
if you
is
search Asheron's Call Dietrich Purple, you'll find it somewhere.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, and that's the same. It's kind of a bright purple, and that's the same color as my current character's Demalagus's eyes. Bright purple color.
Well, let's see. Oh, wow. All right. Perfect timing, too. We got everyone back, looks like. Okay, so, we're out of comp. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
I don't even.
It's you and me having
Using
problems tonight.
Chrome,
Right?
which
Gosh,
apparently now is the newest version of Chrome uses more memory than the older versions.
I don't need that in my life. Yeah.
Because I love chrome.
I know.
I use fire now.
Got that for some.
Google.
Nice. All right, I'm going to close up since we don't really need that map.
I have a
anymore.
pixel, so it already knows everything.
Ah, nice.
Oh.
The
um,
Googles knows everything. It's really creepy.
Oh my goodness! All right, so you're out of combat and you're continuing your journey to Stonehearth. Now, mind you, the entire journey is 3 days and 2 nights. Yeah, by foot. So, I'm gonna say that I think that was you were in the evening. How long do you want to walk before like camping or resting or anything tonight? You started the walk and fleeing the city around 7 or so, 37 in the evening.
I'm not feeling too well and being a little drained. I'm like to either rest or camp pretty shortly if we can.
I'd have to agree. I'd like to just try and find something that we can maybe get off the path just a little bit and camp.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And is the alchemist the thing you have to do in Stonehearth or on?
It's on the way. Another day and a half travel or so.
Do I know this town?
It's just a cave system.
And you have to do work in a cave system?
I need to harvest some Deeproot.
Okay. Oh. How much are you paying us for this again?
I'm glad somebody asked us because I was thinking I'm gonna make this guy do like the old man here's a quarter thing or something. Like nobody asked. Just to be mean. Not to be mean. I thought it'd be funny, but then I decided against
and the
it
old
anyway.
man forgot to refresh his camera.
Yeah. No, first your camera. Now it is gonna be.
Is this this is just to travel with us, not necessarily keep you alive, or is that kind of deal?
I would hope you would keep me alive, but company is good enough.
Time keeping ourselves alive.
The company should ward off enough of the dangers that I would face alone. I can pay you. Sort of taps some of his pockets. Looks up as though he's calculating. Pay you. 15 gold apiece.
Does it seem like he's got a lot more than that on him?
Oh, I don't know. I guess do an insight check. Oh my word.
And like that.
Oh, your mic's breaking up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Discord. I'm sorry. Oh, before Discord so rudely shut down on me.
It's my internet, your Discord.
Right? I guess make an insight check. It's kind of tough to tell, but insight's the only thing I can think of. It'd be a bit of a high DC.
Okay.
A shot.
Okay. My dice have been betraying me, so I'm going to use I know. They're being bad. Oh, I just
That
can't
one's
do
tough.
anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I was supposed to hit something with it, though, right? So that's a +6. On top of
15.
9.
Just putting things together. You're not sure. You have no, you're not confident, but he did mention he was a shop owner and that a bunch of it was destroyed, and so you think gonna grab he had time to grab herbs. He probably had time to grab his profits.
Okay.
Will that suffice?
Half now, half later. You could die. I mean, I could die.
I growl. Arr.
At me or him.
Ooh.
Am I gonna have to
No,
cast
the
Charm Person?
How do I want to do that? Because that's really cool. You know what? All right, so Aerie, roll a persuasion check with advantage, thanks to Thaxel's growling. Well,
I'm good at persuasion. 6 plus 5, 21.
oh, jeez. Very well. 7 now, 8 upon completion. Yes?
Oh no, 15 each. You said.
Yes. 7 each now, 8 each
Oh.
upon completion.
Done.
Fine.
Turns around.
I take 1 gold for the wolf.
Nice.
At this point, I'm dropped my wolf form.
Okay.
Okay.
To myself because gold.
He looks just as alarmed at your
Looking for
regular
pockets,
presence. Yeah.
I think I do a little tongue thing. Whatever snakes do.
Nice. Oh. Here, and he just sort of passes the area to distribute.
And you said that's 7?
7 currently for everybody. Yeah.
I can't math.
Oh, and people investigated the third body that we didn't.
Oh, right. Okay. Did I have you roll an investigation check? If not, go ahead and roll one.
For anyone?
Yeah, whoever was doing the investigating. If there's more than one of you doing it, you can roll. One person can roll with advantage.
I'll help you if you want to roll with advantage.
Everybody investigates the body.
How can you go around?
Old
You've
guy
got your.
starts looking over. It's like, get out!
Your partially humanoid, partially talon-like hands are sort of pulling open different things. You use a talon to sort of unseal a section of sealed up pocket, and the young girl walks over. You look up to see her, and the book that she's, oh no, wait, that's in your pocket, right? Slightly ajar is her cloak, her cape, and you can just see like this dark, pitch black book, but it's darker than just black. It's almost as though it's completely devoid of light. But she comes over. Oh, what'd you get?
Find anything good?
Mm-hmm.
Who rolled?
You with advantage. You can roll with advantage.
Oh, me?
She comes up and asks you that.
Roll that again. That's a 1.
With advantage?
Well, it was a natural 1. I had it as 4 before, but my dice box.
We get to roll twice. You can roll
Oh.
a second time because you have
Okay.
advantage. Yeah.
Okay, so the second die is what? 20?
Yep, same thing. Yep, D20. Mm-hmm.
1,
Fingers crossed, no whammies.
That's a 10. And then what's my investment?
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a 12.
Okay. You only find a handful of copper, 6 copper. You do, however, find tucked into one of the pockets that you had to out with your tent, a small rolled up parchment.
Ooh. Can I open it?
Go for it. Take it out. On it, I don't. You don't have proficiency, and I don't think maybe you do. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check, Falcon.
Yeah, if I probably sense magic if I can. If he doesn't.
Yeah, you can roll in 2 area if you want, for sure. You've got a +1, Falcon. Roll a d20 and add
that's a
1.
19 plus a 1.
Harry?
Mine was only a 17.
Okay. You both, you sense some magic coming off of it. It appears to be a scroll, a spell scroll. Guess with, let me just see, because if...
And it's written in gibberish.
I'm proficient in Arcana.
You are? Okay, nice. So you recognize it as a spell scroll of, great one here, Unseen Servant.
The little Casper scroll. Good little find there.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, yeah.
He's closely watching everything you do, Falcon.
I tuck that away in my bag, eyeing her. I don't even know if I can use it.
Nice. So how long do you guys feel you'd want to travel? Do you want to push through the night, or would you want to set up camp?
I say set up camp because I would like to chill for a minute.
Are we gonna set up camp here?
No, we need to go somewhere off the
Yeah.
main path. Definitely.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We want to sleep by a bunch of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time, but
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
Dead bodies. Whoever's
Yes,
leading.
darling?
Whoever's leading can roll just an investigation check as you're looking, for a safer place to set up camp.
You guys were making me go in front, right?
Yes.
You got us into it.
You're the one that got us into this.
All right. Well, I have a good skill, but a low roll, so altogether only a 9.
Okay. You guys, you find what you feel is a pretty good spot, best that you've found before. You all set up whatever camp equipment you have, tent, bedroll, or nothing if you don't have anything. There's a dimly lit area in the back of a side path. Maybe you can walk a minute or so down it. Dim in the back, and there's a lot of luminous fungi along the walls, so you can see people coming and going. You're sort of not trapped, but you're tucked away in this cubby at the end, at the dead end, but at least you can see if anything's coming, and they'd have a hard time seeing you. Underdark. Oh wow, okay. Nothing happens.
Before we go to bed, can I pull the wizard?
Okay, I follow.
So, what exactly was the thing you were looking for? Why?
Ah, yes. We might as well have story time before sleep. Yes.
I thought you said lizard instead of wizard. Sorry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, what thing am I looking for? Just kidding. I'm not there.
I mean, I would move to tell the whole group the story. They might as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I just meant like I single you out as in like we're gonna bring this up now.
Hmm.
No, yes, you should definitely know. At least all that I know. Anyway. So I'm a member of the Order of Wizards in the city. I was sent on what was supposed to be, well, a rather important mission to recover a relic lost in the Shadowfell, which of course had just returned. And I was instructed to use that spell. I had assumed that it would return the relic to the Order. However, obviously, it did not. Did anyone else feel anything weird when that happened, or was it just me?
What? Oh, the when the pearl activated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt a little
It was
neutral.
unusual.
Yes, I felt as though something was added to my mind, and suddenly I know a spell I've never studied. It's rather
Yeah,
odd.
it didn't do that for me. So hence I'm curious. Magic rock. Because it kind of killed somebody before. I mean, if we're just throwing all the cards.
Okay, the mic's... Sorry, your mic's cutting out.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Just saying it didn't do that for me before. And it may have killed somebody. I mean, if we're throwing all our cards on the table here about this little rock.
I was given precious little details other than that the relic was important, and my orders were explicit to follow them to the letter on pain of, well, death or worse, expulsion. But yeah, so I'm terribly sorry you even in the room when that happened. If I had any idea of what would have happened, I would have made sure I was the only one around. Unfortunately, we're all in the same boat now. I'm not entirely sure if I was betrayed by the Order, my mentor, or if this is some sort of terrible error. It will take some study to find out. I'm also hoping to find out more when we're in Stonehearth itself.
Does he actually seem remorseful?
Insight check.
If you want, yep, roll an insight check, and then Demalagus, you can either pretend to roll, or you can roll if you have to roll, and that way just be left up in
Let's
the
keep
air.
the mystery alive. I'm gonna roll this die here.
Nice.
So 18 total.
And the reality is I am sincere. I know that sounded like a question. But
I don't even know.
I mean, I would just think that my character is a bit emotional about it and trying to hide it.
Okay.
But actually would have preferred if you wouldn't have been there.
All right. Well, I don't think any of us wanted to be wrapped up in it as well, but we're here, so.
You know what? Let me put the name of that.
I'm
I'll
very
just-
curious to know why he wants it now. Other people seem to want it. Don't really have any plans about.
Your mic's cutting out again.
Ah,
I know.
Crashy microphone.
You need a dry erase board.
I have
awesome.
I have an actual better. I have an actual like mic that I'll plug in for next time. But don't know what exactly he wants it for. But I don't really plan on giving it up, especially if I know lots of powerful people want it. Mine included.
That
A
wasn't
large
me.
creature heard off in the distance. Everyone Give pause for.
Would you two mind maybe filling the rest of this in on what it is that you have and what it is it does?
A voice in my head told me to dig into it, and I pulled.
Oh, I'm sorry, little girl. I couldn't hear you. Could you do that again, please?
A voice in my head told me to go get a rock, and then it killed somebody. But now I have it.
Oh my.
Okay.
I think it's also the magic rock that when he said something, we all got. I too got a spell I've never studied and didn't get it from my guy in the head, so I'm guessing it came from said little rock, but I'm not really up to touching it. Like I said, the last person who did.
And you have this rock in your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
I do know its name if you'd like it.
Oh,
The
no.
rock has a name?
Yes. It is Akari's Eye.
Well, now it's an Aries pet rock.
I like that.
All right, well, make sure it doesn't fall out of your pocket. Does anyone else think this isn't very safe?
Yeah, I'm not happy with this.
Raises hand.
I mean, is anything safe? It's a wrap. I used what's yeah. Mage hand, dig around in it, pull it out, hold it up, but very close to me, not near anybody.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can touch it if you want, but it didn't really work out for the last girl.
You see this solid white stone, almost perfectly spherical, but with some rough edges. It's marbled with this deep black color, but whenever it gets close to someone, she holds it a little bit closer to her, it starts to swirl into this transparent, almost diamond quality material with a swirling black mass inside, and she then immediately moves it further away with her mage hand, and it turns back into that solid white and marble black.
Alrighty.
Well, if it gets too dangerous, I have somewhere safe we can put it, and I'll pull my pouch out and just kind of.
I mean,
indicate that.
trade it for a pouch.
No, this pouch doesn't leave my side. And I drop the 3 vials that the empty vials we found in earlier into it, and you just see them disappear. Like they shouldn't.
Nifty.
You're gonna have to show me what to get to us. I was gonna be a goal of mine to find one for this thing when we got back to town, but clearly that worked.
Yeah, you definitely should if you insist on keeping it on you.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with it, but apparently I need it.
So there's a voice
Okay.
in your head? Like constantly or just every once in a while?
Whatever.
So
Huh.
it does sound like we need a nap, like all of us.
I would like one.
I think we should also do watches.
Voices in our head. Yeah, nap. All right. Well.
What, like it doesn't happen to everybody?
No.
No, not everybody.
And I've seen my share of loonies and
Nice.
You poor thing. Pat you on the head. All right.
Very cold.
I think yes, cold, scaly, clammy hands. I will offer to take the first watch. If any of you want to take a nap.
I'll go with her.
I'm big on middle of the night.
I'll take the watch with Dina.
He's like already like pretending to be asleep, like pulling. Can't get over.
That's fine. As long as my stuff stays on me.
So did we just end up putting Airy in?
Did we ever get the old guy's name?
I don't know, I feel
asked
like you
him,
did
and
ask,
The person
right?
who cared about the dead pig.
We did ask.
He never said because he kept fainting or getting scared.
Yeah, yeah.
We're disappearing.
There you go.
Have you included him in this conversation, or you guys like sort of kept him off at a distance for this?
I would have kept him away from the conversation, but that's just me.
I probably would have as well, but I didn't initiate it, so.
I think just the threat of Thaxel is enough at this point. He's so close to a heart attack. You see him sort of walking around every so often. Thaxel gives him the eye. And goes back off about his business.
Yes.
Right. Well, for now then, I'm going to say that we'll do first, who's on first watch again? Thaxel and Valken? Okay.
Yep.
If you each want to make a perception check, just to...
So does my inspiration already expire since we're out of combat? I never use it.
The one from the bard, yes, it's like 10 minutes or something like that.
Okay. Oh, poo.
Have to give. Who'd you give it to again? Was it
I don't remember.
I thought, well, you rolled the highest after her, didn't you?
No, I rolled the highest. Oh. I'm not sure who
Rhea
rolled.
then?
Maybe Rhea.
Rhea, I thought, did roll the
Give
second
it to
time.
Rhea for today. So Rhea, you've got a D6 to use if and when for this session
Oh, okay.
on anything, saving throws, checks, you name it.
So what was it? Perception or
A perception check, just to keep as you're keeping lookout,
okay,
and you
so
can each do it.
21 total.
13.
Okay. Keep a very careful eye. Aside from the old man that you're still keeping at bay a little bit, nothing. You can have very good visual down this hallway. Your shift passes and you change out with Rhea's next.
Is the old
right?
man still awake or is he sleeping?
He's asleep. He's probably like 15 feet out from you guys.
Yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't have had that conversation.
Okay, I didn't know if he was still
Around
around
him.
because I was going to do
He was
something.
for nice. Awesome. Yeah, he's like 15 feet outside of the rest of the group. He's on the edge of the light, so you keep an eye. But he's asleep. So Rhea had second watch, and with Dina, who was like, she's not getting up. She's just like,
That's fine. As long as she's in my eyesight, that's all I care about.
Oh wow, 24. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You see a little bit of movement down at the very end of the tunnel, just on the edge of your vision. But whatever it is, it sort of jostles back and forth a little bit, like kind of testing the light and looking down. We're going off, and it's.
Okay. How long did it test the light before it moved on?
Not long, probably half a minute or a minute.
Okay.
The rest of your watch goes smoothly. Definitely. Who's Airy and Demalagus?
Yeah.
Already saying Demalagus.
Demalagus.
So we just roll persuasion? Sorry.
Perception.
Persuasion.
Stay away,
I'm really
please.
convinced that nothing happened.
Invaders.
That's a 1.
Okay, I got a 16 though.
Hey, nice. Yeah, the night finishes without any trouble. That you two are fully rested. I'm gonna just put that in that tracker. So proper rest. All of their health back.
Yay! I mean, yay.
You do wake up, even despite the fact that you've slept in a cave here. You do feel pretty refreshed. It was a lot of chaos yesterday. It was a long day for most of you yesterday, and the fact that you're able to get a full night's rest. The old man is already woken up and is looking at some of the glowing fungus and mushrooms on the cave, sort of collecting certain ones and packing them in his.
Are those worth very much?
No, not at all.
So again, how much are they worth?
Well, they're more for utility, less for income. Very handy down here in the Underdark.
There wasn't an answer.
If you sell them, you can sell them sometimes to inexperienced adventurers for maybe a couple silver, perhaps. But
can I cast light on one of my daggers and point it at him and be like, "Can you tell us?" and threaten him to be like, "Can you tell us how much these are actually worth?"
Sure. Roll intimidation check. Draw your dagger.
And I made the dagger glow purple.
Ooh, nice.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Awesome, lady. You draw the dagger just like an inch and touch the blade and cast your light spell and draw it the rest of the way. Shing! This grip.
That would
purple light.
be
It's...
intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15.
Let's see what this guy. There's no need for that, please. No more violence. All right, so you can probably sell it for a good half a gold for a full pouch of this, maybe up to a gold for inexperienced adventurers, but no adventurer worth their salt will pay more than a silver or two. But it's a long journey. I thought it would be helpful for us.
Okay.
Or me.
That wasn't so hard.
It was a little hard, but yes, I see what you're saying.
You made it hard, but okay.
Phrasing.
All right. Let's go.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Well, we shouldn't be idle here for long. I think we should move along.
Lead the way.
Very well.
I'm using dagger now. Little makeshift.
Nice. Are you keeping the light on it as you walk?
Yeah. Yeah.
The old man
He's
kind
gonna
of.
keep the light on it. I'm gonna stay further back behind the group.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye on the old man.
You see him picking out what looks like a baked muffin, but it's clearly some sort of growth from the earth, and he starts. It sounds like he's eating with his mouth open, and it sounds really chewy and rubbery. It doesn't sound good, but he seems to be enjoying it. Breakfast. So he begins to lead you guys along throughout the day. And again, you wind through partially familiar routes. He's trying to not follow the exact main route, but a route that's just lateral to it. Slightly lesser known. One of the benefits of taking this guy along with you. At least you're characters feel as you're going along. Like, maybe it's a little bit worth it aside from the gold, because it is a considerably safer. It's a long walk. It's throughout the entire day that you're trudging over stone, and it's not an even path everywhere. There are areas that you need to climb and up, climb down. Trudge through water in certain spots. Nothing too dangerous or too difficult today, though. As night comes around, the old man says, "Well, we're nearing the Deeproot. This is a bit of a secret location, as this is a very rare herb. So, please, don't share the information, or this Deeproot tree will be cut down, there'll be nothing left. Use it as you see fit, but don't share the knowledge. It would be a waste." What seems like a moderately treacherous path. The cave area here begins to narrow after about 5 minutes of working. It gets a bit smaller, darker. And there's some water that kind of leaks in from the walls here and there and pools and runs down the path that you're walking in. It's just large enough, Thaxel, for you to fit height-wise, and your wings, Valken. You got to kind of keep them tucked in as it really starts to, it's maybe 5 feet wide by like 7 feet tall. It gets kind of narrow. And there's, jagged parts that you're sort of climbing around and grasping onto to keep your footing as it gets pretty. The pitch starts to go down pretty abruptly, and so it's a bit extra slick here. I think I'd like everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw as you're navigating this part.
Is this due to quiet or I can't remember.
Is it
like? Sorry.
No. It's just. Is it what?
Do I get advantage with the boots, or is it just when it's trying to be quiet, not to be nimble?
I think it's just the stealth. Mm-hmm.
Okay, no problem. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, please check always. Yes.
That's good, because that 5 became an 18, so because I have no modifier.
Nice. All right, so Ares got an 18. Demalagus?
A 1 is a 1 is a 1.
Oh no.
Oh, brutal. Okay, Thaxel.
I got a 13.
Okay. Rhea?
I got a 19.
Woo! Valken?
Oh,
That's me. 15, you say?
yeah, 13 plus.
Okay, so Axel, I'm sorry, Ari, yours was like a
18.
18. Okay, so I think it's just Demalagus and the old man. So the old man slips behind you, Demalagus. And then loses his footing and tumbles forward into you. Just as you get knocked off your balance and you start to slip forward, just as you're tumbling forward, trying not to fall, catching yourself leaning forward like this. You cruise about 12, 15 feet like that, trying to grab onto the walls until the cave just opens up into this massive cave. The water trickling off the edge down to a large pool of water below. And because you got a 1, you stop. You manage, just like in a movie where the camera pans out and shows the whole huge cavern, and you're like leaning over on the edge. The old man, still slipping, landed, and it's just sliding down, hits the back of your legs, and just sends you down over the edge. Old man right behind you because he got caught up with you.
Wait, do I see this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's falling now?
Yes.
So, if I don't see him go, can I, one reaction, do the feather fall? That's what I got.
Ooh, you know what? Do a dex check to see how quickly you can get that out. We'll put it at
16.
Oh, yeah, that definitely beats anything I was going to put it at. Who are you going to do it for, Demalagus or the old man?
I can choose up to 5 falling creatures.
Oh my gosh!
But still, just the old man.
Still, yeah.
How much hesitation happens? I'm just,
Nice. You hear
if
the
I
old
had to
man?
choose.
That's awesome. Demalagus, you're just knocked over backwards as the old man slides in your feet, and you both. The old man's cane and beard is up in your face. He's gripping onto you, and then you realize just a moment later that feeling in your stomach, and the two of you were just falling gently. Old man beard still like grabbing onto your face.
Oh, God.
Oh, that came in handy. Totally didn't do that before.
People are maniacs. There's a better way to do this. Oh.
Would you rather me let you fall?
No, my apologies. The two of you float down over to, let's see, Featherfall. I think that you can push off of things and go in a certain way if you want to.
It says a falling creature's rate of descent is 6 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage. It could land on its feet.
Okay. So the two of you, until you hit the water, sploosh, you both splash, go from Featherfall speed to landing on the water, and then really ice cold water down here, like super, super cold. Probably a good idea to get out of it as soon as you can. The old man is treading water barely. There's some land near you, some of the roots of this massive tree that are a 65-foot tree in the center of this open cavern. Has roots that are all separate and reaching around in different directions. Some are cylindrical, others have different shapes to them, fin shapes and such. And the branches also reach out. There's a multitude of branches on this thing. Hardly any leaves, but a bunch of these roots. You know, this the root system down here doesn't seem to bear any fruit or anything else. Oh, you know what? Shame on me. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to retcon that a little bit. Ari, you go to cast your spell.
Yeah, well, I just learned it. But I
Yeah,
tried.
yeah, good job. Ah! Okay, so the two of you get to roll. Let's see. I think it's D6.
I haven't gotten the hang of this yet.
Would I be able to fly down and try to help one of them?
You know, you're pretty close. And your fly speed is faster than walk speed. But make a dex.
Make an attack
Oh,
roll.
look, I saved it. Where do you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
You all survived. Yeah.
Video.
Neat.
More turns.
Yeah, do a dex check, Valken, just to see, because you're there and it is faster. So if you beat a 13, 10. Okay. Yeah. Now you fly out to catch.
No.
I am gonna punch Discord in the throat if it keeps this up.
Like my
Are
enemy.
you using the web or are you using that? Did you download the app or do you use the
I'm using the web. I'm using Chrome. I used the app, but it sucked so much CPU usage.
Oh, really?
The app is made using Chromium, so it's using Chrome itself. Well,
Oh, I only use the app.
Me too.
Oh, nice.
I've never had problems with it.
I built my computer. I always build it from scratch,
mine's
but
built
it's
too.
ancient. Yeah, it's like 6 years old.
Oh man.
So it's cutting edge then, but it's one of the things I'm working on upgrading or essentially replacing. It's all too old.
Yeah.
Right. So 2d6. Malgus, an old man. Oh my gosh, old man.
Wait, I thought he was gonna try and save him. To be able to
Yeah, his
or
dex
save him.
check was just a little too slow.
Oh.
Like he caught it, but Falcon slipped a little on the takeoff and didn't quite get out of the small cave to fly in time.
But I sense that like it wasn't because I would feel that like because something magic is bearing.
Yeah, you feel like you did everything you needed to. I mean, the knowledge in your head is legit. You know what to do, and that should have worked. Yep, what you got?
Yeah, I probably can't because I'm falling. Never mind.
Sure.
You can go.
Well, I do have. I don't know if this would work, but I do have the ability to cast a web, and that does slow you down when you go through it.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough
And I
falling
don't
time.
know that anything's going to stop magic because I just fell off a cliff.
Reaction.
Yeah, give it a shot.
But it's an action, though. I don't think I could do it
Oh.
because I'm falling through the air. That doesn't make sense. But I just popped in my head. If someone else was falling, then I could see it. But
If there was a
I don't even know which
little,
way
like
it's at.
another 10 feet, I'd probably say, okay, if it's just 20 feet, so it's not
okay,
super bad. Yeah, I'd say just,
yeah,
that's good though. I like that. I like that thinking.
And you belly flop in.
Yeah.
Instantly knocked out.
The old man does. He belly flops. He takes 10
God.
points of damage. He almost got
Ow.
the max. And you hear this. And he's like, oh, just groaning, kind of floating on the water, barely. The rest of you kind of, head out and into this large cave system. You see a number of ways to get down. There are routes you can climb down to get 20 feet below in the water, or to climb across to the tree in the center there. It's about 40 feet out from them. What did you get for damage?
Oh, am I rolling damage against myself?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
Now it's time for me to roll. Awesome. Here we go.
Now you'll roll real well.
Hey, 2 out of 3, so
Nice.
5. Not too bad.
Good. Right.
I'm not dead.
Shabby.
Not dead.
You see, again, you hear a bit of a crack. Something definitely went wrong there with the old man. He's floating on his belly, but groaning. Barely floating. The rest of you come out and you see this as well. What do you want to do?
That should have worked. Totally meant to help.
I mean, I had nothing, so.
Yeah, I'm too far away.
I
I
just want to
prepared
note
the
it.
wrong spells.
Harry, make a perception check if you. Victoria, yay!
10.
Yeah, you're sort of scanning, and you don't really, aside from this big tree, you just see, some bubbles come up in the.
So we're just 20 up. We're 20 feet up, just looking down at them.
Yeah. There's a couple routes that go down to them. There's other routes that go over to the actual tree, about 40 feet across.
Can I cast light behind me? About 20 feet? Or how long? How far? 10 feet away, sorry.
Yeah, give it a shot. You turn around, and you go to cast light on a stone back there. And again, very simple spell. You've used this a lot, and you go to cast it, and there's nothing.
Yeah, I don't like this place.
Yeah,
Wait, you
so-
can't do magic in here?
Nope.
What?
Can you try?
Yeah. I tried.
Which I wouldn't waste
to-
anything, maybe. Just
I try to
cantrip.
produce flame.
Okay. You open your hand to produce this flame. You're ready for the heat and the energy that's created from the air around you. Nothing.
I scream down to Demalic, "You're really not gonna like this update."
Oh God, it gets worse.
But are you okay?
Yeah, I
I-
don't think you have any of your abilities, because I certainly don't.
Oh God.
Scramble down to Malagus.
Is Grandpa Stinky drowning, by the way?
Looks like it.
Because I'm gonna save him then, because I'm like, just let him drown.
He's still face down in the water. A couple more bubbles come up.
Well, he's got to
Oh,
smell
no.
better now, but
Yeah.
You did have a bath.
Nice.
yeah, I mean, I'll try to get him out of there.
It's simple enough. The water seems extra buoyant here, and you're able to get him and sort of carry him over to one of the roots right near where Rhea has come down.
Good.
Okay, so I guess wait. Who's already down there? Rhea, were you already down there or just following?
I just got down there. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna follow Rhea.
And I'm going to put my hand on Malagus's shoulder and say, you need to feel a little bit better if we're going to get through this. And then I will try and use my healing hand on him.
Oh, that's interesting.
Two hit points.
Yes.
Testing the magic.
What?
Rogue with some magic. Huh?
Right.
Light spell. That's all I can do.
Okay. Malagus, she says that, reaches her hand out, and as you grasp it to get pulled up, you feel healing energy come over you, and you're slightly healed.
Thank you. Thank you.
You get 2 hit points. Sorry. You're welcome.
Hey,
Now, let's get him
being
up
a
and
wizard,
get
like
out of
every
here.
hit point counts.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You know, Thaxel, now that you're down here and on the roots, being a druid and being, having knowledge of this sort of thing, go ahead and make a, what would it be? I guess a nature. You can either do nature check or a history check.
They're both the same, so I'll just stick with nature.
Hmm.
I'm not thinking really well today, so 3.
You know what? I'll let you do it with advantage just because you're a druid and it's sort of your bag of
It
tricks.
should be my yes, it should be. I'm gonna choose a different dice. Nope. That was worse.
Nice. Yeah, it's just somewhere in there you think you've heard of Deeproot before. And it's interesting as you're examining it, but it's just nothing's clicking. You just don't recall anything.
Too distracted by the dying grandpa.
He's hacking out water and stuff.
Oh.
I'm gonna stay on the ledge up, so
Okay.
come from behind us, kind of watch from above.
Valken, what do you want to?
So this is like a bigger tree?
This is an open section of cave, probably 120 feet across in each direction, about 75 feet tall. This tree has grown most of the height of this section of cavern, but it's centered in this open space. It has a bunch of those large roots that go out in every direction down into the water and back up along the walls. And same with the branches, they stretch out and reach up into the cave ceiling. But there's room to fly in here.
Would I be able to fly around and kind of, I guess, look around at the tree and see if there's anything kind of weird with it?
You are half proficient in Arcana and everything with Jack of all trades. So go ahead. You can make either a nature check or a history check. I think.
That'd be Yeah, that's 20, not 9.
Okay. You've heard of this in some of your tales that you've repeated, that you've learned from your friend. Tales of the Deeproot tree. And while the tales are greatly exaggerated and typically have a dryad or something else involved, you know that a Deeproot tree is essentially it's a rare magical how do you say it? Fairsrest dependent tree. And Fairsrest is this material. It's an anti-magic material. And it has this symbiotic relationship with the tree where they take care of one another. And this is definitely that tree because you know it has the long gnarled branches, the banyan like aerial roots that reach around. You know that it absorbs magic. It can create sometimes very large, several hundred feet anti-magic bubbles, basically fields. It's all coming back to you. But you know it's very valuable and very rare.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll relay the information to the other people to explain to them why. Hey, magic's not working.
It's the tree.
Yes.
Can I get a chunk of it? Somebody down there?
I'm not
I don't
touching
know.
it.
Maybe.
I'm not touching it.
All right, old man, show us exactly what it is we're getting and how we're getting it.
Well, yes. He's wringing out some of his robes as he's walking over towards. He's feeling the wood in different areas and poking it with his walking stick until you have to look for an area that is just the right age and tenderness. And he's like he's in the grocery mart feeling fruit. Right here, just some bark and cut off a sapling is good too. So they only grow down here. It never hurts to have some saplings. Sometimes you find a wizard that's looking to create some. And he carefully trims a couple little bits, little thin burgeoning branches off of the tree. Pulls some bark, peels some bark back, and rolls it back at like a foot watch off of the tree.
Can I, if I see him doing that bark,
Mm-hmm.
can I do the same thing in comparison to the size of the stone?
Sure, absolutely.
I'm thinking of basically making a little sushi roll.
Nice.
The bark and the stone inside of it.
Ari, if you want, as you're watching him carefully do this, go ahead and make a perception check while you're watching him.
That's better. That's a 19.
Okay.
Perception plus nothing. So 19.
Awesome. So you see this Fairsrest material. I mean, you kind of put one and one together. You see this gelatinous substance. It has a very bright blue color, like that is underneath the bark. That's probably that. Add that in.
I was watching him as well to try and just mimic what he's doing and get as much as I can.
Right. You know what? Let's see.
Yeah, because I mean, I probably wouldn't put it directly. Stone, like using Mage Hand, keep the stone on a piece, and then put the goo stuff around the cloth to kind of like dunk it and cover it if that's possible. I just want to like, this might not work, but in Aries' head, this is like the wizard said, and then tried to like hone into this, and pry into this, and watch us.
It's interesting, Ari. Actually, while I'm saying that, Rhea, go ahead and roll a survival check with advantage because you've got the time and you're watching someone do it. And Ari, as you're thinking that about being told this in your head, you realize that all that white noise whispers for the first time. Hearing the water rush from the period waterfall.
Probably stops her in her tracks for a
And a waste of an inspiration to make it a 21.
Still, that's awesome. 21 does slightly increase it because if you get over 20. Yeah. So Rhea, you watch right along. He trims one, you trim a sapling. You get 2 saplings, Rhea, 2 intact good saplings. You get a square foot of the bark, and you get 1 full vial of the anti-magic bear's rat.
Just type it to me later because I won't be able to spell it.
And Ari, if you want to do the same, you can also roll a survival check with advantage because you've got some.
survival.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, while I'm up here, shout down to the old man. Would there be anything useful with the branches? People can't really get up this high usually.
Kind of chipping away. Well, what's that? Branches?
Anything? Yeah.
Well, if you trim too much, you risk hurting the tree, and it can get infection and rot the whole thing away. I would recommend just trimming a little.
I'm just keeping an eye on Grandpa.
Neat. Okay.
That's a 17.
Oh, okay. So, Ari, you would get. I guess it depends on what you want to focus on. Would you be most interested in the saplings, the bark, or the material? Or top priority to third?
Top priority being whatever I'm sensing or I'm asking him what causes the anti-magic.
Okay.
If I could ask him even. That's all I'm worried about. I'm not even thinking about anything.
Okay. Well, it's the material. The fair's just there. The gummy material. And he goes on to explain the symbiotic relationship and stuff, and that he actually goes into a bunch of lore too about how it was created when the Drow first came to the Underdark by its ancient high elf magic. It was used to keep the dark elves in the Underdark and not allow them to use magic to get out. And it's since been dispersed throughout the Underdark and so on and so forth. But it's why it's kind of rare these days and can usually only be, especially with
while I'm down there, I'd like to study it a bit. Maybe use my Arcana skill to try to figure things out, make some notes as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be useful, but
Right.
I wrap the stone in a piece of cloth and then just try and cover that piece of cloth and as that goo as I can and put it back in the bucket. But I try not to do it exactly on the stone, knowing that it's valuable. Yeah, and yeah.
All right, so you make like
now the pearl becomes useless.
That's what I was thinking not to happen. I was thinking, and I basically anti this entire relic.
Watching her try to struggle to cover it all up. Can I give her one of my water skins to try and put the pearl into, and then cover it in the here. I don't. You seem to be having trouble, and I'd rather not get caught with it. So try this.
That helps.
Oh,
So I'm gonna call out to Grandpa Stinky over there. Are you all right, old man?
Yes, just working on the bark. Just about done.
While this is happening, I look for a smaller branch to cut off with one of my daggers.
All right. So, Ari, if you have do you have any container to put this stuff in, the goo in?
We found 3 empty in the rogue did.
Do you have those, or does someone else have them on their person? I think.
We did it together. Did you say
Oh,
we
okay.
split them?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she can have 2
And
and I
now
can
you
have
have
1. Or...
You can fill up an entire container, and you can get a little bit of the bark too, like a half, like a 6x6 section. Falcon, if you can make a survival check, and
do we fill up all 3 glass vials or 1 glass vial?
yeah, Rhea's got a full glass vial. You you probably have a full glass vial because you focused on that. Rhea just got like some of everything. she rolled so well. But Ari, you have a vial and like a 1/2 foot by 1/2 foot of bark, but no sapling.
It's fine.
And Demalagus, did you say you were going to try and get some stuff too?
I was gonna study it. I don't have really anything to put it in there in anything, but that's fine. I just want to study it while we're down here.
Okay, and you've got your notebook, wizardy book and stuff, so you kind of make some drawings and some notes, and you pick up on that lore, and you definitely go down. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Oh, okay. You get 3 saplings.
Could I make a perception check just to keep an eye out on
Yeah.
things?
Go ahead.
Okay.
And you can do it with advantage because you've been sort of like a sentinel there watching for a while, so.
Okay. These are awful.
Oh no.
8.
Coast
Whatever you're
looks
doing
clear.
is coming to me because I've never rolled so well.
I just need to stop using other dice.
This old man, the old man finishes up and packs up. Well, we should probably be getting out of here.
I grab him
Oh.
by the shoulder.
Really, we should be leaving.
Why do you look so fidgety?
Well, sometimes I'm just do a roll. What? All right, I'm just gonna take a picture and send it to you because I rolled like with advantage, and they're both 1s. Let me just move my coffee cup.
It's possible.
Wow. Okay. I mean, it works for the story, but sometimes it's in places like this, it can be dangerous to come alone. It's just, there are certain creatures that like to prey on those that come down here by themselves. But given our current predicament, I was a bit worried that we... And he just pauses and looks like over past you, Thaxel. And if you turn and look, okay?
Well, my nails are digging now into his shoulder, and I'm...
Please. You see... little brains with these long, bloated feet, and it just looks like a brain on 4 feet, like a small animal. And they're sort of skittering and climbing up sideways along the roots and then back down. And you just see the one at first until from the other side you see a second one climbing up just very stealthily until it sees you see it, and it starts running in this like really fast-paced creepiness. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Yay.
Aaron's gonna be so useless this fight.
Nice. Dina, by the way, because I totally forgot to plug her in there, roleplay. We'll see what she wants to do with collection-wise, but she's sort of been like following Saxel and Rhea and just trying to be in the middle, keeping people around her.
Yeah.
You do hear a little bit of a voice as these little creatures near. You hear a familiar voice, dark, echoing. You cannot gaze. Return.
We hear that in here.
In your minds.
That's
yep.
all of us, right?
No, everybody hears that. You still don't hear your normal one, Ari. But this is more of like a telepathic being relayed through these creatures.
Yeah, Ari's not okay.
Yay! And after
Oh,
all that,
goody.
huzzah!
Do not want.
Oh, the nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
Neat. Well, that was fun, guys. Thank you so much.
yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Not okay.
Nice. The old man's hurting too. I don't think it's gonna go well for him, but I guess that's part of the fun of like an evil campaign.
Yeah.
Take the old man, yeah.
Wait. Leave the tag.
Yeah. Take the jacket.
Never
Yeah. Awesome.
Give us the thing.
Oh,
What does he have to live for? His pixie's dead.
right, yeah. Oh, his little pig.
Oh, poor thing.
That was a roll too. I just had some terrible rolls for NPC. And Dina. I'm sorry, Dina.
Well, mine were good until I switched dice.
Oh, really?
'Cause
Oh.
Mine
This one
were
was
terrible
like-
and started rolling in the chat.
This was Matt Mercer's dice too.
That's awesome. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
So he was doing well until halfway through, and I was like, okay, I'll switch, and they all just went downhill from there.
He crapped a bit.
Oh well.
well.
Well, thank you all.
Yeah, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Always
Sorry
a
for all the
blast.
internet trouble.
Yeah, sorry everybody. It was so bad, but I guess we made it through, and hopefully next week we'll have less of that. Got it out of our system.
Hashtag thanks, Discord.
No kidding. Thanks, viewers. Chat, you guys are always so fun and hilarious, and it's so great having you along. Oh, and for the subscribers we have, and I have got to take a look and see. I know we have 5 or 6. Don't forget that each month you subscribe, you can give the same, what do you call it? Boop, inspiration die to any player or NPC that you want. You can give it to them ahead of time. Yep. This is true. Right. So Victoria, it's also for cheers, so you can. You're welcome to do that too. Yeah. And thank you, Victoria and Ed, for the cheers tonight. Always super appreciated. And gosh, that was a lot of fun. Oh, Nevik, nice. Remember that for next week. You guys have your your things here. Awesome. Yay! Inspirations, extra inspirations.
I'll use mine for Stormfall, so I'm not cheating.
Awesome.
All of a sudden, I remembered I got a bunch of bits for answering some Twitch survey stuff.
Ooh, nice. So we'll catch you all on Kier's Lament next Tuesday. We run it every Tuesday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, we'll have Stormfall Friday, also 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time. But you guys rock. This is so super fun. I at first like this is going to be a lot of work to have a second one each week, but I wanted to do it. But you guys have just made it such an easy process for it. It's just so much fun now that it's just easy. I'd love sitting here coming up with stuff. So
I've been chosen for a game for so long.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Love it.
This is
Alright.
my
Mhm.
first Dungeons and Dragons game in almost 7 years, and before that, I played for about 15 years.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Yeah, this is a big return for me, so I'm really
Wow.
excited to play with you guys. I'm
That's
super stoked.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dan had originally asked me to join Stormfall.
That's
and started
right.
that out, but my schedule at the time wouldn't permit it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I would have never made it on a Friday night. But when the chance came to join this group, I was like, yes.
Right. Yeah. See,
So
I
thanks,
met
Dan, for
another
thinking
group.
of me twice.
No problem.
It's special.
Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, you guys all rock. I wanted to, pick folks I thought were really cool because what's better than playing with a bunch of cool people, complete strangers, and I mean, I all know you each at least a little bit or through Twitter. I'm like, yeah, these are cool people. I definitely want to make it happen.
Awesome.
Well, have a great night, everyone. Thank you all so much, and we'll catch you later.
Yep.
Bye.
Night.
Hi.